Darren Till had some harsh words for Jiri Prochakza. Darren reacted to this clip of Jiri saying that Khalil Rountree has no chance against Alex Pereira and saying he'd like to fight Alex for a third time.
Okay, it's a fight. I really don't understand the chance for a Rountree, but still keep my mind Alex Pereira, because I really know. sorry for all that, but I believe I can beat him. I believe in that, and my honor still saying me, like stay in the light heavyweight, fight the other guy, win the next fight, take a title, and show the best. Because last time I showed, I think, my worst performance in my life, and I believe so. So I will show.
Thanks, guys.
On X, Darren posted this. He said, I think he's just shit if I'm being honest. He hits trees, goes on walks up mountains. I've never actually seen him in the gym doing MMA training. He sits in dark rooms for days on end. I mean, I get it, but like, you need to be practicing slipping that big left hook instead of sleeping in dark rooms. Tuivasa released a statement on his loss to Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Ty posted this to X. He wrote, what a sport. I put my all into this camp and didn't come away with the win. Big love to all my fans. I put my all into this and didn't get the treats. My bad. Love you all, the real one. Live to fight another day. Israel Adesanya says he is now a fan of Dricus Du Plessis, as he says he's not desperate for a rematch. He also discusses taking off his gloves after the fight. He says it had nothing to do with retirement.
I'm sure losing to this guy stings a little bit more than you know they maybe normally would.
Yeah.
How desperate are you to get this one back, and how are you going to carry that disappointment moving forward?
I'm not really desperate to get it back. I haven't, like, he gave me a lot of respect in there, and I gave him his respect back. And I already knew he was a fan of me. I knew he was a fan of me, but I guess now I'm a fan of his because we've been in there, we've done it. And when I'm in South Africa, I'll tap in with him. But I said, look, we can hang out, but just so you know, when we have to fight again, I'm gonna kill you. He's like, I'm gonna kill you too. So yeah, the respect is always there. And Dricus is an African champion, but you know, the three kings will reign supreme. That era right there was what set this off for people like him, and he's going to inspire another generation of African fighters as well. So congrats to him tonight. Yeah, until we meet again. I try and take each fight, each moment as if it was my last. I only took the gloves off because it was tight after the fight. I think he's got a strong head, man. I hit him with some shots, so my hands was a bit, not broken, not even close, but just a little bit sore. So that's why I took the gloves off, but nothing about retiring. No. I told you, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving until I want to leave.
Johnny Walker's brother Walter Walker defeated Junior Tafa last night during the UFC 305 prelims. Walter won via heel hook in the first round. Here was Johnny's live reaction. After defeating Steve Erceg last night, Kai Kara-France says he wants a title shot against Alessandro Pantoja in December.
Well, if they want me to fight for the title, I would happily wait till December. I only want to fight, or I want to fight before the end of the year. And if that aligns and they want to make that happen, you know, me and Pantoja have a history. We've shared the octagon season 24 on The Ultimate Fighter. It was only a 2-round fight, so it didn't really couldn't really showcase all our skills cutting weight, you know, week in, week out on that show. But you know, I know him, you know, he's done really well in the UFC, and being as a champion now, nothing but, you know, props, and you know, he's a dog, and I love his fight style. But I feel like I can be the one to take him out. He hasn't fought me in the UFC properly yet, so yeah, if he wants, let's do it. If the UFC want to make it, let's do it in December.
After defeating Tony Ferguson a few weeks ago, Michael Chiesa says he hopes Tony will now stop fighting. Speaking to BJPenn.com, Chiesa said, I hope he just stops competing. Maybe if he wants to scratch that itch, and compete in jiu-jitsu. I'm sure there are a lot of jiu-jitsu promotions that would pay Tony a lot of money to grapple. I just don't want to see him take any headshots anymore. That is speaking to a brother that I'm in the same fraternity with. Him and I both won the Ultimate Fighter. I say that with compassion. You can still make money and compete in jiu-jitsu, but I don't think it's a financial thing for Tony. I think he's just a fierce competitor. The guy likes to compete. He's very athletic. I just don't think he should be taking shots anymore. In regards to giving Tony the microphone straight away after he won, Chiesa continued, "It's one of those things. I don't have anything, so let him have his moment. It's on ABC. While some people might have thought I should have taken my time and been a bit more selfish, I disagree. I consider myself to be in the same fraternity as Tony Ferguson. We both have that common ground that not many other fighters have, so I just felt like it was time to let him have his moment. I'm pretty sure that's the last time we'll see him in the UFC. The only way you want to keep him in the UFC is to protect him from the people outside the UFC that are going to try and sign him." They got Justin Gaethje with the "just give me my money" trend.
All right, are you gonna do? Oh, you go first. You go
Just give me my money.
Woo! Just give me my money.
Give my money. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Here was the backstage moment between Dricus and Izzy last night after UFC 305. Dricus gave Izzy a jacket.
Ooh. Respect, brother. Thank you. I know, yes. I appreciate that. Respect.
It was a gift from the Springbok captain and the South African captain.
I did like it when I saw you wear it, though.
Your arms are probably, well, there's a, oh, I have another one, but
yeah.
I know your arms are long as I just thought you said.
I'll get you one. This one's from a marketing thing. But I've got another one for you from Engage.
Right.
Thank you.
I know you see the one that can't get out the lands and fight all these lands. That's a reminder.
Thank you so much, man. To the next one.
Dana White reacted to Marvin, Vettori, and Brendan Allen having a physical altercation at the PFL playoffs. Dana White reacted posting this on X. He wrote, "Had to be fight of the night if it was a PFL." Dricus Du Plessis responds to Alex Pereira calling him out. After Dricus defeated Izzy last night, Alex posted this. He wrote, "Coming down to 185 one more time." Dricus also discusses a potential rematch with Sean Strickland.
I honestly don't think Alex Pereira should drop down to 185. If he wants to, great, perfect. Then we're going to hear the excuses. I saw what, we saw Izzy stiff that man in the first round. I felt Izzy's punching power tonight. I felt the power. If Izzy stiffens you like that, you do not want to be in there with me. Especially not when you're going to come in there with the excuses, "No, I cut too much weight." That's going to happen. Everybody's going to say that. So stay at 205, fight your fight against the number 7 ranked guy. Number 8. Oh, number 8. Okay, cool. Well, if Strickland's the next fight, the people want to see that fight. That's the fight that people want to see, and that's the fight right now that people think is the next best guy.
Give the Sean Strickland fight, right? He's one of the few people who's made it to the judges with you, which, as we've seen, doesn't happen very often. So is that a partial motivation to? There is people who think he won that fight, and to just silence those people.
No, I don't care about silencing the people. I need to hear the people if they're booing or cheering. I mean, did you see tonight? This was the most electric crowd ever. They weren't cheering for me, but I mean, it was still amazing to be out there. It was that the crowd was insane. So yeah, going into that Strickland fight now, I know I've been in there with him. He can't handle what I have. He can't handle what I have to offer. So, yeah, this time I can finish him. I mean, we saw it. Yeah, he beat Izzy. Now we have a comparison. That's how you finish someone.
Do you think, I mean, a fight with him, the last two, the build-ups have been, pretty personal, got fairly heated. It seems like you've kind of come out on the winning end of the talk. Are you anticipating going through another fight like that where it could get pretty nasty in the lead-up?
I don't know. I mean, does he want to cry again?
If you do get your South Africa event, as Dana White said would happen after this, and as Sean, he kind of tweeted out something like, I don't know if it's a good idea to bring me to South Africa. Some of the things he might say, is that maybe a concern around that fight if him come in there?
I actually saw something like that, but I mean, oh my man, we can see Sean Strickland. South Africa, it's different. It's different. We saw that tonight. I said, it's the jungle out there. Sean Strickland, the way he does things. Yeah, I hope he makes it to the fight.
On to some more news regarding Dricus. Dricus fired back at Brendan Schaub today. Brendan not only predicted Izzy to beat Dricus, but he said he was going to beat the shit out of him.
This is how Izzy's career is going to go. He's going to beat Dricus. He's going to outclass him on Saturday. He's going to beat the shit out of him. He's going to outclass this dude. It's going to be the old vintage Izzy. By old, I mean a year ago. He's going to beat the shit out of him because he's had rest. He's no longer the hunted. He's the hunter. He's going to beat Dricus. Then he's going to fight Sean Strickland, and he's going to be 100% focused. He's going to beat Sean Strickland. Then he's going to take a break. And then you're going to get Alex versus Izzy at 205. It's his last fight ever. And his wins over Dricus and Sean Strickland, and I think there's an argument now, makes him the greatest middleweight of all time. That's how his story ends.
Dricus fired back on X. He wrote at Brendan Schaub, great prediction. Has been. Haha, just kidding. You never have been. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Dr. Smegma Jones. It says Izzy 20-0 and now 1-3 in his last 4. Usman 20-1 and now 0-3 in his last 3. This sport moves fast. The second one's from Newcomer. It says Mike Perry paved the way for all African champs. And the final one's from Jack Reacher. It says Dricus really went from being the guy with no gas tank who was getting pieced up on the feet with Till to beating Whitaker, Strickland, and Adesanya back to back. Impressive as f***. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.